Welcome to step one. We're going to go ahead and get our working area ready. First off, we're going to get a wet palette made. A few basic supplies you'll need. You'll need a nice little Rubbermaid container, some wax paper, paper towels, and some water. Distilled water usually works the best. Regular house water can work as well. Just keep in mind with paints, distilled water won't be any minerals or anything to kind of mess up with the paints or kind of make the pigments separate or anything. So distilled water will be your best option. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, get our paper towels laid out. Now, as you can see as I'm doing this, I chose a Rubbermaid container. It was just a few dollars, just so I can set these paper towels in there nicely. You don't need too many of them. Two works just fine. Try not to bunch them up too much so you don't get an area that has, kind of a texture to it or kind of messes up with your paints a little. Now we're just going to spray a little bit of water in here. Get it nice and wet. You don't want to drench it completely. You just want them to have a nice coating of water. Especially get that middle part where they overlap, and then just kind of flatten it out a little. You can see that's wet. If you miss any areas, just kind of go back. You just don't want it dripping with water to kind of overfill your working area. Now next, we're going to go ahead, get us a sheet, kind of measure it out at first, and then cut it. Now my best suggestion is just to kind of set it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of go ahead, set it where about the edge. Give yourself a little bit of room, and then just kind of make yourself a guide mark. And as you see, we're going from that guide mark and up. Now, always, I suggest setting it on the cut side. As you see, if you hold it up, it kind of has a curve to it. Always set it down on the side that it's curving on. That way it kind of holds flat. It kind of holds itself in there and kind of makes a connection to the paper. Now that's our wet palette. I always like to, because the paints and the pigments, so they don't harden up, is just kind of give it a light misting spray. So now we've got our wet palette made. We'll go ahead and show you the preparation for the card.